John Christopher Wood, also known as Kit Wood, was an English painter born in Knowsley, near Liverpool. Biography. Early life. Christopher Wood was born in Knowsley to Dr. Lucius and Claire Wood. He was educated at Marlborough College in Wiltshire, then briefly flirted with medicine and architecture at Liverpool University before pursuing an artistic career. At Liverpool University, Wood met Augustus John, who encouraged him to be a painter. The French collector Alphonse Kahn invited him to Paris in 1920. From 1921 he trained as a painter at the Académie Julian in Paris, where he met Picasso, Jean Cocteau, Georges Auric and Diaghilev. He traveled around Europe and North Africa between 1922 and 1924. By the 1920s his father was running a general practice in Broadchalk, Wiltshire, and Wood painted a series of canvases there, including Cottage in Broadchalker, Anemones in a Window, Broadchalker, and The Red Cottage, Broadchalker. In 1926 Wood created designs for Romeo and Juliet for Diaghilev's ballets Russes, although they were never used. The same year he became a member of both the London Group and the 7 and 5 Society, Plus meeting and befriending Ben Nicholson and Winifred Nicholson. The Nicholsons' dedication to his work had a great influence, and they subsequently painted together in Northumberland and Cornwall, then exhibited together at the Beaux-Arts Gallery in April to May 1927. Like Nicholson, Wood admired Alfred Wallace, whom they met on a trip to St Ives, and whose primitivism influenced Wood's stylistic development. He painted coastal scenes, and his finest works are considered to be those painted in Brittany in 1929. He claimed that his mother's people were Cornish and that he got his love of the sea in boats from his Cornish ancestry. In April 1929, Woods held a solo exhibition at Tooth's Gallery in Bond Street, London, where he met Lucy Wertheim at a private view. She purchased a picture and soon became one of his biggest supporters, buying up his work. For his part, Wood apparently appreciated the support, telling Mrs. Wertheim at her birthday party that, in May 1930, he had a largely unsuccessful exhibition with Nicholson at the Georges Bernheim Gallery in Paris. In June and July he made a second sojourn to Brittany to create new work. Later in July, Wertheim traveled to meet Wood in Paris, to choose the paintings for a one-man show that would be the opening exhibition at her new Wertheim Gallery in October. While discussing the exhibition over lunch the day after her arrival, Wood issued her with an ultimatum: "I want you to promise to guarantee me £1,200 a year from the time of my exhibition, £100 a month being the least I can live on. If I can't have this sum, I've made up my mind to shoot myself." When she complained, he begged her forgiveness, and they went to review the paintings again. Following his death in August, the show was cancelled. It was eventually staged as a memorial show at another gallery. Personal life. Wood was bisexual. In the early summer of 1921, Wood met Antonio de Gandarillas, a Chilean diplomat. Gandarillas, a married homosexual 14 years older than Wood, lived a glamorous life partly financed by gambling. The relationship lasted through Wood's life, surviving his affair with Jean Burgoyne. In 1927, his plans to elope and marry heiress Merode Guinness were frustrated by her parents, whereupon he required emotional support from Winifred Nicholson. Wood also had a liaison with the Russian émigré Froska Munster, whom he met in 1928. Death and Commemoration. By 1930, addicted to opium and painting frenetically in preparation for his Wertheim exhibition in London, he suffered paranoia and began carrying a revolver. On August 21, he travelled to meet his mother and sister for lunch at the County Hotel in Salisbury and to show them a selection of his latest paintings. After saying goodbye, he jumped under a train at Salisbury railway station. Although in deference to his mother's wishes it was reported as an accident, Christopher Wood is buried in the churchyard of All Saints Church in Broadchalk. His gravestone was carved by fellow artist and sculptor Eric Gill, although his planned exhibition at the Wertheim Gallery was cancelled on his death. A posthumous exhibition was held in February 1931. This was followed by an exhibition at the Lefebvre Gallery in 1932. The 1938 Venice Biennale included some of his paintings, and later the Red Fern Gallery compiled a major retrospective catalogue Raisinek. A complete catalogue of Christopher Wood's oil paintings is currently being prepared by Robert Upstone, to be published by Lund Humphreys. Bibliography: Alfred Wallace, Christopher Wood, Ben Nicholson. Scottish Arts Council, 1987. ISBN 0850318491. Button, Virginia. Christopher Wood, London, Tate, 2003. ISBN 1854374664. Carriot, André. Christopher Wood, A Painter Between Two Cornwalls, London, Tate, 1996. ISBN 1854372246. Fowkes, Sebastian. The Fatal Englishman, Three Short Lives. Christopher Wood, Richard Hillary, Jeremy Wolfenden, London, Hutchinson, 1996. Ingleby, Richard. Christopher Wood, An English Painter, London, Allison and Amp, Busby, 1995. ISBN 0850318491. ISBN 0749002638. Mason, William. Christopher Wood, The Minories, Colchester, London, Arts Council, 1979. ISBN 07287019928. Newton, Eric. Christopher Wood, 1901–1930. London, Red Fern Gallery, 1938. Newton, Eric. Christopher Wood, His Life and Work. London, Zwemer, 1957. Upstone, Robert. Christopher Wood, A Catalogue Raisinek. Forthcoming, Lund Humphreys.